You ready?
Okay, I'm ready.
Oh my god, that's so stupid. It pisses me off. Right, hold on. Ready?
Ready.
Do it. Perfect. 220, 225.
225. It's every man's dream. Every kid goes to the gym and works out and wants to bench press 225 when he's in high school.
It's just a dream.
And then he damages his shoulder, gains 500 pounds, and then he's never able to do it again.
Trooth Syrum.
Hey, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Trooth Syrum Podcast. We got Ryan and Corey.
Corey and Ryan.
And today we are once again in two different places, bringing you one sound, one noise, one rhythm, one beat. Ba-bum, ba-bum, ba-bum. Do you feel it? Do you feel the electricity? Ladies and gentlemen, as we splatter all over your dashboard with the sweet sounds of the Trooth Syrum Podcast.
Hell yeah, praise it.
Tell your friends, tell your family. Anyway, what's up, Ryan?
Hey, nothing much, man.
How you been?
I've been all right. We're reaching the things are opening up again here in Jersey City. I'm a little happy about that. Me and Chris and Matt my roommates were walking around and having some outdoor drinkies, which we shouldn't be having to go drinks to drink in public. But who gives a fuck? It is quarantine day.
I thought that was legal now, that we can't sit in the bar and drink them.
Yeah, but there's something about you shouldn't be really drinking in public. It's still, but I think people are more lenient now.
I feel like they should be. It's like, and the funny thing about that to me is yo, even if you say we can't go sit in a bar and get hammered, we're still going to do it. We're just going to do it outside now.
Yeah. It was fun. Us just walking around. I kind of want that to be the thing. I kind of like getting to-go cups.
Yeah, I think, if you're of age and you're not acting like an asshole and you're in a designated area, you should be able to have a drink outside in the summertime. The weather is nice and shit. The bars are closed. Give me that.
Yeah. That's why all the suggestions for you kids out there of age of drinking, get a coffee cup. You could fill it with ice and put tequila in it, or any type of mixed drink. That's great. You could hide it. You could just be drunk in public.
Drink stuff. If you're gonna be drinking in public, hide in plain sight. You know what I mean? If you like Jack and Cokes, get a Coca-Cola and just put some Jack in it, so it looks like you're just drinking a Coca-Cola. Be smart about this shit.
Yeah, just chug half your Coca-Cola and then pour in the shot.
I've done that shit before. That was my pregame. I did that early 20s. I would do shit like that. I'd be on my way to a party. I would get a Coca-Cola, pour half of it out, and fill the rest of that bottle with Jack Daniels. That used to be my fucking thing.
Yeah, that. Before there was cocktail in a can, you made your own cocktail in a can.
Yeah, exactly.
Before there was those White Claws.
Think about
soda.
You it's just you assemble it yourself. It's like when you make overnight oats, but except it's with booze.
Yeah, exactly.
But people should be allowed to be somewhere, sit in a park with their friends and, have a couple of, inconspicuous adult beverages and not bother anybody else.
Yeah. How do you feel about, let's say last week was Memorial Day weekend and, people were going to the beach. Were you kind of annoyed or, you're like, oh, should we be more respectful? Or you're like, all right, I don't really care at this point because things are opening up again.
It honestly, truthfully depends on the side of the bed I wake up on that day. If I wake up and I don't have anything to do that day, lately I've been making myself busier, which is really good. But if I wake up and I just feel oh God, this again, I'm fuck it, go to the beach. I don't give a fuck. I'm not at the fucking beach. Would I like to be at the beach? Yeah, if things were different, hell yeah. But I do think that we should be a lot more cautious, and I think those people are fucking kind of I think that shit is kind of wild to me and kind of reckless that people are doing it, but also I kind of wish that I fucking had the balls to not give a fuck that much.
Yeah,
You know.
like for me, like we're still you got to protect people here. Like this is not gone yet. This is not,
and that's why, exactly. That's why That's why you wouldn't catch me there, and it is upsetting. Yeah. Ultimately, it is like kind of like, damn, bro, you serious? Like, we don't actually have like nobody knows like a straight answer. We just know that we're putting some people at risk, and I feel like that's where it gets dicey.
Yeah, it's selfish. It's very selfish for you to do that. Yeah, and for anybody to go out there, because there are people that are older that still could catch it and then still die.
Yeah, they'll die already. No, I think it killed everybody already that it was going to kill.
Yeah. I don't think
they got everybody. I think they got everybody.
They got everybody. Print it. Trooth Syrum News. It's done. It's over.
Nah, I mean, it sucks.
The funny thing, since we're talking about, like, I was watching this commercial on, like, it came up on Hulu or YouTube or something, and it said that, like, you know, the first thing they showed in a newspaper said cancer cured. It's
really?
Like, and it's an advertisement for, like, you know, let's, you know, donate and, you know, cure, like, or the cancer. It's like, that's very deceptive. I find that weird to have, like, a newspaper that says cancer cured. I'm like, it's not done yet.
Wait, I'm sorry. That was a headline on the...
That was a headline for the commercial. They showed, like a picture of a newspaper. It's, like, big, bold letters. I'm like, what is this?
Oh, so it was, like, it was fake, though.
It was fake. It's like, wait, what? This hasn't happened. How did I know about this? Was I living under a rock?
I mean, there's so many different types of cancer as well.
Yeah.
So it's like, what the fuck are you guys talking about?
What are you talking about?
Yeah, that's weird. I mean, people are doing weird shit. People are doing a lot of cool shit, too. Like,
oh, yeah, absolutely.
People are doing a lot of, like, people that are following the rules and being respectful and shit. Like, people have come out with a lot of interesting, creative ways to pass their time.
Yeah, like, there's, like, people are producing content, like, on Instagram or Zoom. They just record it, and they were able to post it. Like, a lot of, like, TV shows are doing those fundraisers, like Parks and Rec, and doing one-off episodes, which is pretty freaking rad.
Yeah, that was cool. I saw it. Did you see that?
Yeah. Have you seen the one? Have you seen Community?
No, I haven't.
Oh, dude, they have Pedro Pascal as like one of the characters because he couldn't play. Like they couldn't get Walton Goggins to play like the lawyer in that episode of Community, but it's just hilarious. He starts breaking toward the end because like. He's reading it for the first time, and one of the lines is like, you know, I bequeath thee this book of matches, and here's a thermostat of my sperm. And then he had to keep on saying it, but he kept on breaking because it's just so ridiculous.
Yeah, that's my favorite part about all that kind of shit. It's just like being able to play with people who just. You know they're gonna break, or you know you're gonna break. Yeah. I miss that shit.
Yeah,
man.
like when you had Good Bad Stories, it was always fun to be like, oh, I can't wait. You got to give my story to this person because I want to fuck with them.
Yeah, or even like improv scenes. Like,
oh yeah,
I am starting to get there where I just miss that shit. I miss watching friends play too. You know.
Yeah, I'm ready to come back. I'm ready to fuck arounds and. Just be stupid on stage for a while.
Yeah, right. Fuck it. I'm there. I'm in. I'm down.
I know you are. There we go. Well, we're gonna do a Trooth Syrum improv.
We could do it through 5 Henleys.
5 Henleys. It's grown so much.
It's basically just the Backstreet Boys.
Yeah,
but none of us are white, and we're all wearing Henleys.
But man,
you know. Have you guys been cooking? You guys been cooking up some food and shit?
Yeah, I've been trying. I've been working on shumai.
Shumai. Oh, you told me about this.
Yeah,
how's that going?
Yeah, not so well. It's hard to make. It's too fucking hard.
What does this process entail?
You're gonna have to grind up meat, make sure it's seasoned nice, make sure there's enough fat in it. You have to steam it.
How do you grind your meat? Do you use like a mortar and pestle, or do you like?
Do
you do it?
I I've been doing old fashioned, even though I could buy ground meat at the grocery. I just been taking like meat, like pork chucks, and like just throwing it inside a blender and grinding it up myself.
Oh, sweet! I thought you had one of those ones where you turn the fucking. Remember those?
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. It's a grinder. Like, the crank and just like little shit comes out of it. Like, that's another device. I want to get that eventually.
What's more satisfying, cranking out meat in a meat grinder or rolling down a window with a crank that's similar to the same thing?
I think the meat's more satisfying. It
is, right?
Even though I love yelling expletives outside a window or putting my head out when I crank it down.
Have you ever eaten Play-Doh before?
No.
Why not?
Why not? Because I knew when I was a kid, my parents always told me, it's like, oh, that's toxic. You shouldn't eat that.
No, it's not toxic. You could eat Play-Doh.
Yeah, but it wouldn't taste good.
You sure about that?
I'm probably. It looks like fucking nothing that you could eat.
Then how come people still buy it?
Because they like to play with it?
Nah, it actually doesn't taste very good.
You tried it? You ate
Of course
Play-Doh.
I have. I ate it, and then I forgot what it tastes like, so I tried it again. And it's been years, so I feel like I'm due. Like, I feel like I need to go to the store, find some Play-Doh, and taste it.
Like, why do we, like, do this stuff to ourselves when we were kids? Like, we have this, like, for kids, like, at the time, we had these weird asphyxiation with, like, or obsession with putting things in our mouths.
Yeah, because that's how we figure out if it's good or not.
Yeah, like, even though it could be, it's gross and not good for you, it's like, it's like eating Elmer's glue.
I just think it's weird, like, when you think about the first people that ever figured out whether or not you could eat something.
Yeah.
Like, when you, like, if you look at, like, if you watch those, like, survival shows and all this shit, like, a dude will seriously see a slug, and he hasn't eaten in, like, 2 days. He'll see a slug, he'll pick it up, he'll cook it, and he'll eat the fucking slug. Or he'll just eat the slug raw. Like...
Would you eat that?
Absolutely not.
Like,
I'd rather eat snot. I feel like the consistency is like hard. It's like thick mucus. Like, it's gross.
If for a survival situation, I think anyone will eat something just to survive.
I'd rather eat like a rabbit or a squirrel or a bird. Like, you eat a bird.
How about there's not a lot of meat on a bird. What about
Depends on the bird.
How about snail? Like, how about snail? Like, what if it's cooked and like they cooked it in like fucking butter, they seared it.
All right, I still wouldn't eat it.
Oh, snails are great, man. They're delicious.
You like snails?
I do, man. Like,
I didn't know that about you.
I tried it once. I was like, oh, I thought it was gonna be fearful because like I think about slugs and slimy things. It'd be gross in my mouth. But, oh, dude, it's delicious.
It's not a non-adventurous thing for me. It's just more of a. I just feel like the consistency I wouldn't be into it. Well, I could be wrong. I could be totally wrong.
Hey, man, I haven't eaten Play-Doh before, and I judge it. You never know if you try it.
I mean, I didn't really care for cabbage growing up, but now I eat it kind of often.
Yeah.
I wasn't a huge fan. We eat a lot of onions, too. I didn't really care for onions that much as a child.
Oh, I love onions, man. That and garlic. Throw it on anything. I will eat it.
It's crazy. Like, some people don't like vegetables.
I know.
Did you know that onions are super healthy? Like, onions are higher in vitamin C than fucking oranges.
Really? So should I eat the onion raw or, like, cook it?
I mean, you could saute it. You could fucking eat it raw. Like, you could walk around eating an onion like you eat an apple. But the thing is, your breath is going to smell like you just ate an onion.
And yeah, and onions have...
And your hands, too.
And the onions will have a bite to it, though. A little bit.
Oh, yeah, bro. You'll walk around crying.
Yeah.
Like, if you want people to feel bad for you, just fucking carry an onion around and just bite it.
Just bite it and then be like, what's wrong with you? You smell like onions, but you look really sad.
Yeah, like... But you think they would get suspicious that you smell like onions all of a sudden? Or maybe you're just one of those people that just smells like onions. I've met them before.
Do you ever tell someone that they're would you be blunt? Let's say if it's someone that's a friend of a friend that you want to be nice to, but like their breath smells terribly, but you're stuck with them. Would you tell them like, hey, can you get a breath mint or something?
I feel like people get real touchy about breath. You know, I had a dude get real mad at me one time because I told him his breath smelled bad. But I was younger, and I felt bad about it. But he was also being a prick to me. And I remember very specifically, he was like fucking 2 inches away from my face. I don't like close talkers. This motherfucker was in my face, and I told him his breath stunk. And he got so offended, even though he was being a prick to me. And I was like, in my mind, I'm not one of those people that like it doesn't make me feel good to make someone feel bad. Like, it actually quite the opposite. Like, I feel terrible. But people get I noticed that at the time. I was like, yo, people are really sensitive about that shit. And honestly, the truth is, oral health is a fucking huge concern for a lot of people. Like, if you have poor oral health, it's very telling of, like, your overall health. So if you have bad smells coming out of your mouth, the chances are there might not be something good going on inside of your body. So people are sensitive about that shit. So no, I would not tell them that they have bad breath. I would hope that they didn't get so close to my face that I could smell their breath.
Yeah.
If I could smell your breath, you're standing too close to me anyway. The only person's breath I would smell is like my wife's breath.
Yeah. Or mint, or minty breath,
or my cat. You know, I get all up in her face.
Yeah, I'm not all about that close talking. Unless I'm hearing something, I'll put my ear. But like, I'll never go up to your face and be like, just like inch away of talking. That's just
bro, I don't like that shit, bro. I don't like that. I don't like close talkers. I don't like people that feel like they need to fucking lean on you and shit. Like, yo, what are you doing? I had a friend. This dude is.
Who's a lean on person? You mean like the guy that like puts your arm around you, like, and like,
yeah,
what's up,
like,
buddy? This guy.
Like, you're standing at the bar and shit, and like, bro, I know a friend, and Turtle knows this dude too. He's a good friend of ours. He's a big fucking dude, bro. He's like Jack. He looks like a bouncer. Like, he's a big dude. And anytime you're drinking with him, he's a great time. He's a funny guy. Yo, but he'll put his arm, he'll lean all over you and shit. It's like, yo, can we all just stand in our respective areas and not lean on each other? What the fuck is that? I would never do that to somebody.
You know, it's like, it depends on the friend. Like, if they're comfortable and like, you know, like, I like to joke around. Like, sometimes I put my arm around you, but like, I'm not gonna do it all the fucking time. It's like, it's just weird.
Yeah, no, but I know that though. But I feel like also you know how I am. Like,
you like space. You know,
I like space. I like people to give. You know, I was social distancing before this shit was like a mandatory thing.
Yeah, same here, dude. I think it's for me. Like, I feel like it's partially like, you know, my introvertedness. Like, as a kid, I would never love. I didn't like going to parties and like being around people because I don't want to be awkward and embarrass myself. That's why I would just keep a distance from people.
Yeah, see, I understand that too. That's another way to look at it. Like, I'm an extrovert. Like, I'm a little bit more of an extrovert. Yeah. But I still like people to keep a nice distance from me.
But the one thing I would dislike when I was a kid is when we're at a family party and, you know, I just want to hang with my cousins or whatever, do my own thing in my comfortable zone. And whenever my mom does this thing where it's like, come here, meet so-and-so, an old family friend. We don't want to talk to each other. She doesn't want to meet me.
Moms are the best. Moms are the best at that. They're
like,
really good at doing that.
They do things like, when I hate when, like, you know, another family member joins in. Like, my brother's like, oh, go ahead. You should go talk to him. It's like, I want to see what happens as a test and be like, I go, at this age. And I just say no and walk away.
No, or, you know, you could lean right into it. Like, anytime somebody introduced you to a family member that you've known since you were a baby.
I love that. Like, you're supposed to remember.
Air quotes.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, I've known you since you were this big. And they love telling you that.
Yeah.
What you should do is, switch your brain to, you know what, maybe I am really interested in knowing who this person is, and fucking act like you're interviewing them. They might get annoyed and go, all right, man, like, I'll see you around.
I've always done that, dude. I've always done that. No, I've always reversed and like played interesting. I know how to turn the coin around and be like, be nice and be like, all right, yeah, cool. Like,
yeah, I mean, it depends for me.
yeah,
It depends.
Like you and like Frank and most other people, like like you're extroverts. You're able to kind of like weave away through like hanging out and chilling and be like, all right, I know how to deal with you and I know when to exit because you're respectful and decent.
Yeah, I mean, really, the only time I'm really short with anybody is if like if I gotta take a shit real bad. You ever have somebody like they're like roadblocking you from making it to the bathroom?
Oh, I get a little irritated if someone cuts.
I
in
get
front.
so
I'm
irritated.
Like, you move. I need that stall. That stall.
No, or not even, or just like.
Oh yeah.
But say you're talking to somebody, right, and they're trying to keep talking to you, but you got to take a shit so bad that you can't even focus.
Like you're trying to hold it, or you're waiting online, or you're sitting down waiting for the bathroom to open. And you're like, all right, I guess I'll pretend like I don't have to shit, so I have to have a conversation with this person so they feel better.
What if you're in a situation where it's gonna be a while before you get to a bathroom and you have to take a shit and somebody's trying to talk to you? It's like, yo, man, like this would be a lot easier on all of us if you stop.
Like, what type of conversation that's irritating you at that moment to be like, I don't want to listen to this guy. It might be a good distraction, and be like,
I mean, I don't know. You might be about to get on a fucking airplane. And, sorry, the cat's doing some weird shit that I've never seen her do before. We're getting to know each other a lot, We're in the house.
Yeah, and that you're there, for the past 2 months, you that cat has seen you guys like nearly every day.
Yeah, I feel like she's gotten a lot more attached, actually. Funny enough.
Aww.
Like she comes and she'll just sit between us. She'll like, if I'm sitting down somewhere, she'll come sit like on the chair that I'm sitting on with me.
Aww.
But it's been getting hot too. Like we're debating. Have you guys been like? You guys usually, when do you put the air conditioner back in?
If it's hot, anytime. I put mine up because like it was taking up space in our hallway. We have like a little back door area where we keep stuff, and it was cluttering. So I was like, "Fuck it, I'll just put it in."
Oh, the clitoris.
Yes,
the clitoris.
The clitoris.
I'm not more of a.
It's not a myth. It's not a myth. The clitoris exists. There's a lot inside it.
I am the clut commander. Yeah.
This is the reason why you'll never be a doctor.
I am.
Like you'll refer to clots as clitorises.
Oh, the clot. Oh, you got a blood clot. The clitoris. The clitoris is back.
That sounds like a TV show too. The clitoris. He investigates clot crimes.
What are some? Have you found some positive things coming out of this, like being in touch with your family, or like finding some new hobbies?
Somewhat, I guess. Like I it's nice buying my time in like trying to learn these things. I like stuff I don't usually do. Like I've been doing a lot of Duolingo, which is not exactly learning like a different language, but it does help in some way. So I feel more.
I think that's cool.
Yeah, and studying for personal training and acting a little bit here and there, but yeah.
Oh yeah.
No, we've been doing that. What about you, man? Like you feel like through this situation. Hold on one second. Okay, sorry. I'll edit that later. It's at 30.
No, that's cool. Do I feel like through the situation? What?
Do you do you feel that way? Like somewhat like different. You're coming out of this with like a certain skill you're learning, or you just feel like all right, I'm able just to maintain.
I mean, it's been a game changer, in terms of how I think about other ways to bring in some income and things like that, and also other ways to manage my time. Like, I've been able to kind of like just develop better time management skills in a way. And also just this, I'm finding that like, yo, I don't have to just sit on the fucking couch and watch TV.
Yeah.
Like I could, you know, like I could save that for the end of the night. I could spend my days making sure I check things off. And, you know, it's been really cool, honestly, too. Just the fact of like, got married in February to my wife. And it's to my wife. It's been amazing. And we've been able to spend so much time with each other. And that's been nice.
Yeah. That's great, man.
So
I spend time with somebody like, all right, you get along.
Well, we
bring the bond probably a little more closer, too.
Well, the cool thing about it is, like, we hang out with each other. Like, we obviously love each other and, you know, when we're intimate, but we hang out with each other like I would hang out with my friends.
Yeah.
Like, I get to hang out with her all the time, and it's going to be weird when we go back to some level of normalcy where I have to go somewhere or she has to go somewhere and we're apart. Like, that's going to be weird.
Yeah. You make it work.
Totally.
Yeah, man. That's freaking great. But yeah, it's weird. Life's weird. This is such a weird fucking time. We keep saying it for the past few episodes, but like, this is weird. And
yeah, it is weird.
Good, bad. This is like something we can put down in our books. Like, this happened to us, and like we talk about in the future. Like, well, yeah, that shit happened. All right, let's make sure we kill the mutants outside because it's fucking the apocalypse again.
I know, so make sure you arm yourselves, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you get your hands on some katanas, you know?
Machetes are really useful.
You get a machete. You don't have to get, like, super close, but they get the job done, you know?
Yeah. With the right angle.
You can't run out of bullets, that's for sure. Because it's, you know?
You just put in the God mode code from Doom, and you'll be fine.
They don't make a lot of noise, you know? If you gotta... I mean, the person that you stab might make some noise. Or maybe if you're the kind of guy that lets out a battle cry when you're stabbing a zombie, and you're like, ah! And then so now you draw more attention to yourself. You gotta, you know, if you're gonna kill a zombie, you gotta sneak up on them, stab them in the side of the head, just to make sure. You know, once you stop the brain, it's a wrap. And then you gotta remember, people think it's all easy and shit, right? You watch these movies, how many zombie movies have you seen? If we had zombies, do you think they would be the ones that run fast? Or do you think they would be like old school, like the slow walking, I just crawled out of the ground ones? Or do you think they would be like the Michael Jackson Thriller ones that could dance really well?
Like, I feel like they'll be the fast ones. Like,
you think?
I think
like World War Z type shit?
Yeah, like, I feel like that's a downgrade. Like, I feel like their brains have, like, degraded a bit, but they still function on, like, the nutrients of feeding on people.
Well, would it depend too? Like, say if you turn into a zombie as an old person that wasn't already fast. Like, if LeBron James turned into a zombie, he'd be terrifying.
Oh yeah, I don't want to fuck with.
You know what I mean?
LeBron.
But if like fucking Betty White turned into a fucking zombie, you'd be like, okay.
Yeah.
Like, all right, whatever.
But also, it takes a lot of effort and work to hack through something. You know, it's not easy swipe when you watch the movies. You get tired. Like, you need endurance to fucking like swing a katana or like a sword or like anything that you could poke someone with.
Yeah, because also too, as you'll get it in there, but also you got to pull it out, and you got to pull it out quick enough to be ready for another attack.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, people. Just be prepared in case of a zombie apocalypse.
I don't understand, like, the obsession with zombie apocalypse. Like, I used to think it's awesome, but, like, if it ever happens in my reality, I'd be like, no, I would hate it.
Remember
like,
when...
It's like... Sorry, go on.
No, I agree with you. Sorry, I'm going to say my thing after this.
Oh, sorry. Like, I think it's just, like... for people, it's like a purge. That's what people want. They want a purge. They just want something to hurt, like, without consequences. Like, with zombies, you're like, I don't have a consequence to kill this fucking thing. That's why they want that to happen.
Yeah, it's really fucked up if you think about that. If you
Yeah.
think about the obsession in that way, like, it's really like, damn, bro, like, you can't just appreciate the fact that we're all cool and maybe we don't ever have to do that. Hopefully. I hope not. You know, remember when people were eating fucking bath salts?
Yeah.
And we thought they were zombies?
But then again, it would be cool to have a chainsaw hand and hack through things. Or a battle axe.
Yeah.
Something you never get to do. Sorry, I'm playing both ways. What were you going to say? Sorry, buddy.
Nah, it's cool. You know, like throwing knives. Now, you want to get something that's effective. That's why Michonne in The Walking Dead, her swords are dope. Because she can just always fucking have them.
Yeah, the katana, that's just it's such an iconic weapon. Like, that's like the fantasy weapon that people want to wear all the time if they ever get to a skirmish.
Yeah, she's like Deadpool. My dad actually has a katana.
Is it a real one, or is it one of those, like, all right, it's a mall bought?
No, it's a fucking real one.
Can you actually hack through things? Because I bought one at the mall, and I told you the story a long time ago, and we tried swinging at fruit. The thing is, like, when we tried to hack through a fucking watermelon, it still broke it. Like, the sword was so dull and blunt and, like, not well put together. The handle came off. It was bullshit.
Oh, that's dangerous. That's dangerous. You'd be fucked if you were in a zombie apocalypse with that.
Yeah, that's not a weapon, baby.
You'd be really fucked. God, that'd be awful.
But can
you imagine?
Yeah.
You're all confident and shit, like 5 zombies rolling up on you, and you're like, I don't give a fuck about these zombies. I'm going to chop all their heads off in one swing. And then the fucking blade breaks, and you only hit the first one, and none of them die.
Yeah.
And then you're done.
Yeah, you're kind of fucked.
No, you're definitely fucked, especially if they can run fast.
For those on a zombie invasion, make sure you test your sword before hacking at zombies.
Yeah, you got to test your weapons.
When your dad had that katana, did he did you guys go to the backyard, start hacking at things like Step Brothers?
No, I mean we never had a backyard, but
Or
also
a garage anywhere.
I was just talking to him via FaceTime the other night, and he just pulls out his katana to show it to me.
Like father, like son.
He's like, "Yo, check this shit out."
Yeah, you do the same thing when you show, like, all right, I bought these knives, check it out.
Bought these really cool knives, man. Yeah, no, it was really funny. He was also wearing a Batman mask, not even kidding.
That's awesome. Damn, I want to
Not even kidding. Superheromasks.com. They got some good ones, man.
Is that where you bought yours?
No, I don't even know if that's a real website.
I want to get a Spider-Man one. I want a Spider-Man one.
Get the one where the eyes... I sent you a link one day.
Yeah, they close and stuff. Like, the guy know how to build one. That's cool as shit.
Man, that shit probably cost like $5,000.
And I bet they made it for like $200, and they charge like $800 for it.
They probably charge like $5. They probably charge like $10,000 for that shit.
Yeah, I wish I had that skill. I could have been doing that for 2 months, but I don't have the patience or the money to learn how to do that.
To make something. I you know what's funny? I was before
like solder.
Solder. I want to whittle. I want to learn how to whittle.
Whittle?
Yeah.
Like the sticks and...
Yeah, with the knife, and you carve.
Yeah.
I want to learn how to do that.
Oh.
It's funny. Right before quarantine happened, I got into doing puzzles.
No, yeah.
And I have not done one. Like I did a puzzle before quarantine, and I have not done a puzzle since. I remember me and Hannah did it was like a fucking 500-piece puzzle one day, and it took us like all day to do it because we just like had it out. We were watching a bunch of cooking shows and shit.
Chill.
But I want to do a puzzle. Maybe I'll do a puzzle this week. See, that's what it is, though, right? That's what you gotta do. You gotta like set little goals for yourself.
Yeah.
And knock them out.
Like it's so hard. Like for some people, like we set too many goals, and you don't end up completing any of them because there's so many, and it's hard to compartmentalize. God, I can't say it. Compartmentalize, I'm trying to say, what within these goals I want to complete. And if you put too much on your plate, you're not going to finish it. If that's
Well, that's why you have to do one goal at a time.
Yeah.
You have to do one goal at a time, and you have to prioritize the most important ones.
Yeah, dude. Like,
you know?
Yeah. This is what I do. Let me take you to Dave, Ryan Babala. I wake up in the morning, and I just, like, you know, I do my Duolingo. I put out my book. I read it for NASM, and then I just, like, all right, what other things I want to learn? I want to learn, and I start writing, a list of things I want to do. Play the piano, get groceries, and I end up completing only 2 out of, like, 10 things.
Yeah. Also, too, like, fucking, these days are they go by kind of quick sometimes. Man. You know what I mean? Like today I know I have clients in the morning. I knew I had to record the podcast. Hannah and I have our cooking class this afternoon.
Oh, you're taking a cooking class?
Yeah, we've been taking this virtual cooking class.
Oh, sweet.
It's called Cooking with Confidence. It's twice a week. Today we're doing steaks. We've been putting together some real nice dishes. I'm really stoked.
Do they
really
tell you
about the steaks.
ahead of time, like, you know, hey, we need you to get this grocery list here, and then we'll...
Yeah, we know at the beginning of the week what we got to do for both days. It's been nice to do it together, and we're doing it. It's a virtual class. It's, like, super dope, and we've been eating really nice meals. I mean, we enjoy cooking anyway. We spend a lot of time in the kitchen, but it's been just fun for us to do that together. And
it's an important skill to have. I feel like now, being this age of an adult, like I feel like it's mandatory at the age of 30. Just you need to know how to fucking take care of yourself and cook.
Bro, you gotta know. There's a lot of shit I feel like you need to know how to do. You know,
it's simple things. You're like, but it's kind of necessary.
No, it's 100% necessary.
Yeah.
It's 100% necessary. You know, and it's just cool. Like, and like I know, and it's funny. I tell people, like, the person who teaches the class is this woman named Lisette. She's like works with Hannah on the convention. She's super dope. She's danced with everybody. Like, she's got this voice. Like, she's just a really good teacher. Like, you ever had a teacher that's like, you ever have a teacher that's like, they suck and you never learn anything? This is a teacher that, like, you get it because she's good at communicating.
Yeah.
You know? And it's a fun class. It's nice.
That's nice. That's awesome.
It's nice. But I know. So I wake up, it's like, oh, I got to do this. I got to work out today. I got to do that. Like, tomorrow, for example, I have clients already lined up. I have a workout I already want to do. I have a project that I'm working on for myself, and I got reading now, writing. Like, I'm doing shit.
Yeah.
I'm sharpening my sword every day, baby.
Yeah, baby. Do you ever get, like, frustrated or angry, or you're easy to kind of, like, slide off your shoulders if you can't complete that thing that you want to do?
No, because this is the thing. If I want to do something, I'm doing it no matter what.
Yeah.
The only thing that is going to stop me from doing something is, like, if I don't have the tools to do it. Like, but if I tell myself I want to do something, there's nothing that's going to stop me from doing that thing.
Yeah.
And I'll always do what I want to do. I always do it. If I don't do something, then it really boils down to, you know what? I fucking guess I didn't really want to do it then. Yeah. But I always do what I want to do. Always.
Just do it. Like the Nike saying. Just do it.
Just do it. Yeah, bro. That's my shit. Like, I would tell myself, like, if I didn't get it done, yeah, I guess it wasn't that fucking important then to me.
Yeah.
You know, but I can't not do my shit, you know.
Nah, it's a good, like, you know, like, mental way of, like, dealing with things and just going for it. And that's for all you listeners out there, just fucking do it.
Yeah, just do it, man.
Just do it. It's
just start. Late. Just do it. Pull over. Just do it.
Yeah, for those that are trying to get back into shape, just do it. Don't complain.
Just do it.
If you want to learn that guitar, just do it.
Yeah, if you want to learn how to make applesauce, just do it.
If you want to look outside and masturbate to the person across the street, just don't keep your blinds up when you do it.
Just don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. Unless they can't see you, then whatever. But if the rule is, if they could see you, if you could see them, then they could see you.
And they have every right to do the same.
No, they're outside. They can't do that. That's indecent exposure.
Yeah, it's indecent exposure. Which I kind of did that by accident. I was trying to moon.
Whoa!
I was trying to moon Matt from across his apartment. He has like a third floor apartment, and like I called him from my phone. It's like, hey dude, what's up? Check this out. Look through the window. Started mooning, and like then suddenly 2 cars passed by.
Wait,
and,
you could see his window from your window?
No. Like he lives down like town. I was passing by it, like, and then I was like, all right, fine, I'll call him, fuck with him. So like,
okay, I get it.
And then like from when I was on the bottom floor, as I was mooning him, 2 cars passed by and took a glance at my ass. I'm like, oh fuck. Well, whatever.
Man, you've been showing everybody. Showing everybody.
I'm about to moon.
You should get a tattoo on it.
It should be a butt on a butt. Would that be inceptive?
That would be inceptive.
Is that an ass on your ass? Yes.
You should get a dick on your butt. Dick butt.
Oh, dick butt.
Hey, what's up, dick butt?
Such a ridiculous thing to draw when I see that on freaking Cards Against Humanities.
Like a poorly drawn dick butt, though.
Yeah.
like one that looks like a 10-year-old drew it.
Freaking A, man. Dick butt.
Hey, what's up, dick butt? And then when you meet new people, they're like, yo, why does everybody call you dick butt? I got this stupid tattoo a few years ago.
Is there any tattoos that you regret, like having? Or like, I wish I could get this lasered off.
No.
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 You always were smart about your tattoos and like what you put on your body. You're like, oh, this is something I want, and I will dig it.
I mean, as impulsive as I can be, I also had the fortune of growing up in like the fucking hood where people got really whack ass tattoos. And like I saw them and they got them young and they got dumb shit, and I never wanted that. Like I always was like, yo, I'm not fucking doing that because that shit looks so lame to me. Like, so that was just a cool example.
What type of tattoo you're like, this is whack, this is not a tattoo anybody should have?
Like a tattoo of somebody's name just on your fucking upper arm looks lame to me.
Is it like their first loves, which is like, oh no, don't if you break up with them, that suck.
Or like if you just get praying hands on your forearm just because you just wanted to get a tattoo, but you didn't want your grandma to get mad that you got a tattoo, so you got a Jesus tattoo. You know what I mean? Like, look, but it's about Jesus. Yeah, but it's still a fucking tattoo. Though. Like, or just like a cross on your arm. Like, who are you, fucking trying to join a boy band or some shit? Or like barbed wire around your fucking, like, if you're our age and you have that shit, it's like, yo, did you get that when you were like 15? Because that shit was cool. Like, if Axl Rose has that shit, it's like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah. It's like, yo, that shit is past already. You know?
True. Like, I've seen people, like, if you like it, cool. But there's still style and, like, be weird.
I think if you're older, though, and you have a whack tattoo, then it's kind of funny, and I think it's a cool story because that's the time it was out. Like, yeah. If you get like Felix the cat on your calf, that's kind of funny. Yeah. You should never get that removed. I'm
still voting on the scroll from Ice Age, grabbing at your nuts on your thigh.
You should do that. That's a
no. I just want. I don't want to put anything anywhere on my legs or my private area. It just won't look good. I just want something on my arms.
You should get a spider web. You should get a spider web on your elbow. I've never seen that before.
I don't want to put a spider web in my arm.
Yeah, man.
So many.
I do like flowers. I love flower tattoos. I think flowers are cool.
Like, you ever seen... I remember going... Before getting the tattoo in the back of my shoulder, I was checking out one of the places, like, asking what the price is, and can you do this? And, like, there's this one girl that just got, like, a Budweiser tattoo for a tramp stamp.
That's actually pretty respectable. I respect her for having no shame in doing that.
Yeah.
I respect her.
It's like, you're probably will regret it, but you're just going to be like, well, this is there.
If you're the kind of person that would do that, then you're the kind of person that doesn't give a shit what anybody says. So, like, in the same token as I'll sit here and I'll say, I didn't care for certain styles of tattoos. There's also people, the person that would get a tattoo that I don't like is a person that also wouldn't give a fuck about my opinion about it either.
Yeah.
You know, like, it's like, yo, do your thing, bro. Like,
That's respect there.
I like what I like and you like what you like. Like, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's just my opinion. I'm just one person's opinion. But,
Yeah.
you know, like, I have a fucking Jack Daniels bottle tattooed on my forearm. Like, you know how many people probably look at that like, that's fucking stupid. I mean, it's very well done.
Yeah.
You know, but it's like somebody could see that and be like, there's absolutely no meaning behind that necessarily. I mean, I know why I got it, but like nobody, at the end of the day, somebody just sees me, they're just like, this guy fucking must love Jack Daniels. I mean, I've gotten free shots because of it. People are like, oh, no way. Like, you at a bar and people are like, oh, shit. Like, and then they give you a free shot. Or like, I've had dudes buy me shots because of it.
It's funny, like, you're chill. People will buy you drinks because you're cool.
People have bought me drinks.
I've given you drinks. Oh, there's Corey. Get him a fucking...
Get a drink in his hand. Get him going.
Get him a picture. Get him a shot. Oh, it's Corey.
Wind him up. I know what he likes.
I don't give a fuck.
Woo! Yeah.
Oh, I miss bars. I miss being in a bar.
Bro, it just said that GarageBand detected feedback, and I hit monitor on. Is that cool?
Sure. For like just don't make sure you don't get too high on the feedback.
Yeah, I started yelling and shit like an asshole.
Yeah, if you go super loud, it will. That's why I turned the feedback protection off, so it won't stop the recording. But I'll edit this out.
Yeah, for sure.
What was I gonna say? Yeah, like I don't need. I feel like we're over. Once this is over, we're overdue to all hang out, and we will do that, and go to these public places, and like a bar or whatever. But I feel like thinking about when you asked that question before, like what you get out of it. Like I feel like this is a very big introspective time for a lot of people.
Oh, totally.
And to refigure life out. And I feel like this was kind of a shock for me because like I was a bartender still a bartender, but when I don't have that security of working, it just sucks to be like you're in the same position because we're people of the public services of like doing like personal training or like serving people. We can't get that money, and now we're scrounging and getting this debt, and it makes you think about the future of what to kind of predict if something else were to happen. I know to like, all right, fine, save more money.
Yeah, you just want to be.
It makes me feel
be prepared.
Yeah, it makes you feel like, all right, I have to be more of an adult than I was before being an adult.
Yeah, you just got to have cushion. I think it's about being smart, and honestly, it's about being adaptable. Like you just need to be able to adjust. I think it's eye opening in a lot of ways for a lot of people, and it's not a bad thing.
Yeah,
and you got to know what you want to do too. Eventually, like I'd like in a couple years, to fucking be a father, and have a kid. Like I want to make sure that I'm always working towards being in a position where I'm not freaking out because I have a kid. Like, I'm excited that I have a kid and I'm not worried about it.
Yeah. No, you'd be a good dad, man.
I'm going to be a fucking awesome dad.
Yeah, you're going to be an awesome dad, but that kid's going to be fucked up.
I'm going to buy the kid some swords and guns. No, I'm kidding. let him play with sharp objects. Nah.
No, I bet, dude, you're going to have a girl.
I probably am. She's going to be the coolest girl in the world.
Yeah, she's going to be chill.
She's going to be so goddamn cool.
You going to make Frank the Godfather?
I'm probably not going to do that. Probably not going to do that.
Live on the Trooth Syrum. If you're listening, Frank, he's not thinking of you to be any type of father figure if he goes away.
If I go away. Hopefully not.
Yeah, I think about that too. It's like, it's so, you have to enjoy that shit, man. But
Yeah, for sure.
when you get there, like, you're never going to be prepared. That's a lesson. Like, I know, like, for anything like that in life. Like, my brother was supposed to have a wedding. Like, a lot of people are supposed to have things like graduate, a wedding, things to be planned out, and shit like this happens. But you adapt, like you say, and then it'll be fine.
Yeah, you adapt. And people still got married. People got married in quarantine.
Yeah, they got married,
which
yeah.
saves a lot of money and saves a lot of putting on a show for everybody, you know.
And less pictures to be posted on Instagram. I'm glad.
I had a blast at my wedding.
Oh, your wedding was a fucking ball.
It was so cool. It was so much fun. My wife looked beautiful. I got to wear a goddamn tuxedo. It was great.
Yeah, man, you look fly in that too. And we have a lot of stories and memories during that whole thing.
So much fun. The whole thing.
Yeah.
I still look at we'll be sitting there the other night, and I'll just be looking at pictures from our wedding.
Man, like, I find, like, as time flies, it just feels like, oh, it's been like 1 year, and then next 2 years, 3 years, and like suddenly you're looking at 10 years ago, and you're like, holy shit.
Yeah. Yeah, we fucking did.
Right, little Larry? That was before you were born.
Now go wash the dishes.
Now go wash the dishes. Yes.
That's what happens.
Yes, you could play with a paintball gun. Just don't shoot yourself in the eye with it. I saw Christmas Story.
Oh, now I know who's not babysitting my kids. Yeah. It's funny.
Me? Are you serious? I'm pretty responsible.
When you have kids, they do shit that you don't feel like doing anymore. Like, if we had kids during this quarantine, the amount of dishes that I have washed would be cut in fucking half, or even cut even more than that.
No, well, if you have a properly trained kid, someone's gonna spoil.
I'm gonna be like, get the fuck up and go wash the dishes because you just enjoyed that meal.
Why you up in my biz, Dad?
And I'm gonna be like, and if you fucking don't wash the dishes, I'm taking the cell phone away from you that I pay for. That's it. That's how you get them.
Yeah, you just gotta lay the law down.
And then they wash the dishes, and then they shut the fuck up about it. Oh, and take out the trash too.
I like how we're playing this now. It's like, oh, you don't even have a kid yet. Note to self, Bill and Ted style. Do this.
Yeah, I mean, it's cool. It's good stuff. Good stuff.
It's interesting. Like, you think... Oh, hello? You there? I think I lost the connection.
I couldn't hear you just now. It just froze.
I lost you 2 minutes ago. Did you say anything?
Shit. We'll probably... we should probably cut it off now.
Yeah, it just froze too. All right.
Sorry, guys. We had some technical difficulties, but I just want to say thank you all for listening. And tune in next week when I talk to you about when I become a father one day. We talk about when we become two gay fathers. All right.
Well, that's a good topic.
Ryan, you got anything you want to say?
It's introspective. All right. Check out
Quarantine Horror Story.
My friend and both of our friend Ruth Ellen Cheney has created. Yes, she created this horror web series. I say check it out. It's going to be on Instagram and Facebook TV. Yeah, you could check out the link. It comes out. This will be out. It's going to be out already. So if you look up Quarantine,
and check out the Vacant Podcast and check out everything else, and
a bunch of other people.
Go have a good day.
Corey,
be nice to your family and friends. I know you're stuck in the house with them. Do something fun like a puzzle. Pick up a new hobby. Cook some food. Stop bitching.
Yeah.
Buy stuff.
Yeah.
Buy a machete.
Also consume.
All right, guys. Thank you. Take care. We love you all. Peace.
Buy stuff. Buy stuff on Amazon. I don't care. Buy machete. Yeah, and Nito, play those keyboard stuff. Yeah, that music. Yeah, that's perfect. Thank you. That's good. That's even better. That's really good.
That's the best clap I've done. I've had it.
I don't know.
I'm gonna look up how to clap because
you don't need to look up how to clap, man.
Well, what I've been doing is I've been slapping my fingers to the palm of my hand, and that doesn't produce a sound.
So when you clap, you're putting your two fingers together rather than like your palms.
Yeah. So it says right here on WikiHow, do the basic clap. Open your hands and clap your palms against each other with the fingers held up towards the sky. Do it hard enough to get a loud smacking sound out of it, but not so hard you turn your hand red. Some people clap more by clapping the fingers of one hand against the palm of the other. Do whatever feels most comfortable to you. See, when I do that, I don't produce a sound.